Hi, thank you so much for joining us here, the Team Ottawa podcast with Mayor Mark Sutcliffe. Hello, Mayor.
Hi, Sam.
This week, we're going to start our conversation off today on a very sad and difficult start to our
Very tragic.
chat. The death of Peter Clark, crossing guard in Barrhaven, has really struck a chord with this community. It's a sad day.
It's really tragic, and it's hard to imagine how somebody who was devoting his time and energy to protecting children as they were walking to and from school could be struck down and killed in a hit-and-run incident. And I know a lot of people are very upset about it. They're heartbroken. They're angry. And it's just devastating, and everything I hear about Peter Clark is that he was a wonderful human being, that he loved what he was doing. He loved being around the kids. He loved putting out the sign to help adults and seniors cross the road too, which one of the crossing guards in my neighborhood used to do when we were walking our kids to school. He would put out the sign for everybody, not just the kids, which is very sweet. So he was well loved. I had an opportunity to speak with his wife, Amanda, and pass along condolences on behalf of my family and all the residents of Ottawa. And this was he's a remarkable guy, and his loss is being felt by his family and by the students and teachers and members of the community. There's a lot of big questions. It's just very, very sad, very tragic, and it's something that should never happen. And we have lowered the flags at City Hall and at all civic buildings in the city to half-mast in honor of this wonderful, wonderful person, Peter Clark.
And I saw there was a GoFundMe campaign launched, and my family made a small contribution. And I think it's a way when you're feeling sort of hopeless about a situation that you do feel like maybe you can make things a little bit easier for his family. Yeah,
there's a way to help the family, which is great. And obviously there is the police have charged an individual, and that will play out. But what I keep thinking about is none of that's going to bring back Peter Clark, and that's what's really, really tough about this for his family and for the community. It's a tremendous loss, and it's just something that should never have happened.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Mayor, for sharing your thoughts on that very, very sad time in our city. I want to shift gears a little bit. We know that there has been some big news in terms of OC Transpo and a new general manager.
Yeah, look, I want to start by saying public transit has been it's been the toughest file that I've worked on since I became mayor. There are huge issues with our public transit system that go back many, many years. We've been struggling with bus service reliability. We've been struggling with Line 1 of light rail. Fortunately, the new north-south line that was opened is running very, very well. No big issues with that at all. Very successful launch. But public transit has been a challenging file, and we have also been looking for a new leader for OC Transpo to resolve some of the issues that we have and build a better future for our transit riders. And I have lots of sympathy for everything they've been going through, and I know how frustrating it's been. We're very, very fortunate that we've hired a new general manager of OC Transpo. His name's Rick Leary. He was the CEO of the TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission, for 7 years. He's from Boston. He's a Canadian citizen now, but he's from Boston. Very experienced guy. He ran a public transit service that is 5 or 6 times the size of OC Transpo. So we're not promoting somebody, from a smaller transit service in a smaller community in Ontario or somewhere else in Canada. This is somebody who I think in a lot of ways is overqualified for the job that at OC Transpo. He's a very, very experienced guy who's done all kinds of different things and was very well respected at TTC. And so we're lucky to have someone of his caliber who's willing to take this on and fix some of the challenges we've been having. And the very first thing we've asked him to do is take a look at the issue that we've been having over the last couple of months with our trains, and we have a restriction in place out of an abundance of caution on how many kilometers the trains can travel before the axles are replaced. We're going to have him take a look at that and recommend the best path forward on how we can get the trains back to full service. So I'm very excited about having Rick on board. We got to give him a chance to learn what's going on here and connect with everybody, but I think he's going to have a big impact.
Well, that's great. Great news for sure. Speaking of great news, our Ottawa 67s, they're heading to the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs. It's very exciting. Our Senators are competing for a playoff spot right now, which we're very excited about. The Charge are competing for a playoff spot as the season approaches the end as well. But the 67s have made the playoffs. They're playing Kingston in the first round. I'm a big Ottawa 67s fan. I used to take my son to many, many games. We still go from time to time, but now that he's a teenager, it's a lot harder, to find time in the schedule. But when he was younger, we went to as many games as we could. It's such a great experience, and the playoffs are a lot of fun. So we raised the Ottawa 67s flag at Ottawa City Hall. We welcomed 6 or 7 of the players here to do that with us. And we're very, very proud of the 67s.
Did you just say 6-7?
Right.
Yeah.
I know. Apparently they're selling a lot of extra jerseys because they have 6-7 in their name, right?
So well, go 67s.
Yes.
Great.
Good luck to them.
Thanks so much, Mayor. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for joining us for the Team Ottawa podcast.